is now finished. I will attempt to pick this up so you can see it. Good job these things are light. So it is very long, goes all the way down to there. So on me it touches the floor. Hi guys, so I'm just going to do this unboxing of this knitting machine, knitting mill, whatever you call. These are the Sentro brand, but if you've watched the previous two videos you'll find that just because it says Sentro here doesn't mean that's what you're getting. I've been lucky and I've had Sentro in both boxes, but the instructions have been for two different machines. But they're the same machine, it's just that companies buy them and produce them and put their own branding on them. So we'll see what instructions we get with this one, shall we? Now, as you can probably notice, the box is very bashed up. I've not opened this at all. This is how it came on my delivery. It is extremely bashed, so I'm really hoping that nothing's broken in here. I mean, it's fully broken up and hopefully nothing's missing, but we're just going to have to wait and see. This is the largest one they do, which is the 48 pin, I think it is. The other two being 40 and 22, I think. But let's open this up and hope nothing is broken. I'm sorry about being really close to the camera right now. It's as high as I can get it to go. Ow. Okay, so instructions. Oh, actually for the Sentro. Wow, we're doing well. That's the first time the instructions have been for the Sentro. But basically it's all the same machines anyway, so I don't really care if it's not. In fact, this is there and English on this side, so that's really cool. Put that to the side, and this is how we stick our legs on, which looks to be exactly the same as the medium sized one, so that's quite cool. So we've got 4 balls of yarn here, which is actually two different things. The previous two both came with these yarns, and the medium one also came with a different colour of these, but these have actually come with a chunkier version yarn as well, so I guess you can use chunky on these as well, because I'd say these are probably DK weight, but they don't say what they are. I'm assuming they're just 100% cheap acrylic. They don't feel very nice, but I'll use them for cast on edges, provisional cast ons and things, so I'm not really fussed. Here's the legs and things, so we'll have a look at that in a second. Let's get this off. So this one does come with a counter, which the other two don't come with counters, which is a shame, but still, that's good. So it's 46 ring things. Did I say 48? It's 46. No, it is 48. It's just not at the beginning. There we go. So I was right. 48, which isn't bad at all. I think that's 2 bigger than the Addy. I'm not sure how many's on my Prim, but I think this is bigger than my Prim, which is what I'm hoping for anyway, because my Prim didn't quite give me the size I wanted for some cows. I'm hoping this will give me a bigger size. But let's get the legs attached and then we can have a look, check it's all working and check nothing's been broken. So here's our suckers with our screws. I don't know if you can see anywhere, but there's our little tension rod, which we'll pop on after we've done the legs. So we've got our screwdriver. I love that they send you the screwdriver, you don't have to go hunting for one. So we've got a basic yarn needle. And then we've got a much larger yarn needle and the crochet hook, which again is a 3.75mm, which is what we've got on all of them. And then obviously we've got 4 legs, but there is another needle here and a much smaller yarn needle. So we've actually got 3 size yarn needles here. So in the smallest one, I think this is the size we got. In the medium one, we got these 2, and then the biggest one, we actually get all 3. So that's pretty good, I think. But the hook is the same size for all 3 different sizes. So let's get these attached. These were pretty simple to do on the other one, so I'm expecting them to be simple on this one too. Let's grab a screw and attach there. Screw it in. So, as I said on my previous video, righty tighty, lefty loosey. Oop. Try not to push down too hard because you don't want to break the actual item before you've used it. So there's one on. Let's put his little suction pad on. Get it on. There we go, that's one. So I ordered these from Amazon, amazon.co.uk, but they did come from China, so they've had quite a journey, but they came in really good time, and they would have been here sooner if it wasn't for the fact that my Hermes is an incompetent bunch of people, and they claimed the address information was wrong, which it wasn't, because I didn't give them any new information because they wouldn't respond to me. And yet they still managed to deliver it 2 days after the first supposed attempt. But as we spoke to the courier, we found out that she hasn't had this before. They obviously gave it to someone in the wrong van, in the wrong address, and they've had to ship it to a new place. So that's not the seller's fault though. That is purely incompetent delivery drivers. You don't get many of them, but you get the odd one. We usually have pretty good delivery drivers around here, so it's whoever actually put it on the van in the first place, which is probably not even the delivery drivers. I assume it's pre-packed and they just get told what they're doing for the day. I don't know. But it was pretty good timing. These weren't expected to arrive until around the 17th of February, I think it was, and we're only on the 5th. And if they'd delivered it correctly the first time, I would have got them 2 days ago. I cannot pull this one on. What is wrong with me? Ah, there we go. Nothing wrong with the machine. It's just that I'm weak. I have no muscles, so I just... Build up. Who knows? All that whopping around that I'll be doing might build up my muscles. What do you reckon? So I will do videos. Why is this one not going down properly? Look at the angle on. Let's see. Let's see if I fit in that one better. There we go. Let's do that one. Ooh. Again, not the machine's fault. I'm just a clumsy person. I will provide the link for these down in the description for all 3 sizes. I don't have affiliate links for Amazon, it's just purely a link to show you where I got them. So you know roughly what to look for your version of Amazon. Or probably, you could probably manage these on AliExpress or something, I would have thought, being a Chinese company. I don't know. But you can probably find them in multiple different places. I think these are even not available on eBay, I think. So you can probably find them local to wherever you are. Reasonably simple. This one doesn't want to fit quite as smoothly as the other ones. Don't want to screw it too tight and break it. It's not perfect, but I think it'll hold. That's all that matters. Let's put the thing on. I forgot to put on the other one, so we'll put on the other one in a second. Again, this is not a difficult task. I'm just weak. Put the next one on. So this has taken about 9 minutes to unbox and put together, and if you want talking and showing things, that would be a lot less, so maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes tops to put this whole thing together, which isn't too bad, especially if you're stronger than me and don't struggle with that. But there we go. So let's put the thing on. Where's the tension rod go? Ah, there we go, here's the front. So, bouncy side up. Put that on. That fits nicely. Obviously you've got the switch between circular and in the round on there. So let's put this down, do it there, because hopefully you can see the thing then. So I'm just going to quickly test this, not do any main things, but just check it's all running smoothly. It seems to be running around smoothly. Let's check the backwards and forwards. So and there. Okay, so I'll switch back to the round and start with this one. Should we test out one of these chunky yarns rather than the thin ones and see how it copes with chunky, as the last 2 machines use the thinner yarn. So for most machines for these things, you're just going to do the first one backwards and forwards like this, which is why you tend to do a provisional cast on, because you want to make sure you get a nice edge after. So by doing the scrap yarn to start with, you can take that off and have a neater edge at the end, because obviously this sort of setup doesn't produce a particularly neat edge, but it's pretty quick to set up. Okay, so now we're back, so we're going to pop that in and then pop it into the tensioner, which you can't see off camera right now, but when I do tutorials I will make sure you can see better on these sort of things. Reset the counter, so everything, and shall we go around, see how it's staying? So I don't need to hold it, it's definitely staying stable, so that's good, and it's going around quite smoothly. It seems to be counting up just fine. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it has gone to 2 now, and now on to 3. So it's definitely counting quite nicely. When the white gets to here, it is, yep, exactly as the white goes through, it's turning. So it is turning and counting quite nicely. It doesn't seem to be catching or anything. It's just going around quite smoothly, even with this chunkier yarn. So that's good. Do a couple more rounds and then we can see how well it's caught. Should we go to 10 rounds? Might as well make it an even 10, hadn't we? So like 9. That's 9th. So 1 more round. Switch to 10th and then we'll have a look at it. There we go. 10 rounds is there. So let's have a look. Looks to be pretty good. Doesn't seem to have caught anyway. Yeah, there's no drop stitches, no catching, no jumping stitches. That looks really smooth. Much better than my Prim. I'm so happy with this and the other 2 that I've tested. None of them are jump stitches even from getting them out of the box, whereas my Prim has jump stitches from the beginning. So this is really smooth. It would have been nice to have a counter on the other 2, but it's fine. Counter on this is really handy though. I'm really happy. That's pretty secure on my table. That's actually wobbling my table. It's not moving at all. So I'm really happy. And clearly, chunkier yarn works quite nicely on this. So I will try chunkier yarn on the other 2 and see what they're going like. And I will come back with a review on the video on this after I've used it for a little while to let you know how it's going. And I will do some tutorials with this, but otherwise I think that's it for now. So do check down in the description and you can see what ones I've got, and do check the other 2 videos, the small and the medium size of these Sentros, so you can see what they look like, and check back soon for tutorials and reviews on all 3 sizes. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.